Oh no, I got one.
Get out of here, Kush. Is we ready to play the intro? The intro. We on?
Yeah. Let's do this.
What's goody?
Came out with that rebel energy, you heard?
Facts. Because I'm wired. Wired for sound. We in the building. It's Monday. It's 7 o'clock. Tuned into the Jones Hour. Appreciate everybody here watching on YouTube or the IG. If you don't know by now, if you missed a live, you can catch it on Spotify, Apple, Amazon, Google, and iHeartRadio. But without further ado, to the right of me, the one and only.
It's Kush, you already know.
Tutu Tway.
And you already know to the left, the one and only.
2 times. We born and die. And producer. And acid.
What a deuce can do.
Oh. We in the building. Yeah, man. Shout out everybody. Yeah, man. So it's been a good week. You know what I'm saying? A lot of sports shit going on and happening. I think we should get right into the NBA playoffs.
Definitely. Why not?
Playoffs? Got to get right into the playoffs. And can we start in just Brooklyn? Can we just start there?
We could.
Is that okay?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
Yeah, because that game was
Kyrie said F you back. I mean, he still lost, but
Kyrie is my man's, yo.
Duke.
You know he's a dookie.
What about Tatum?
Tatum is my man.
Oh, you know he's a dookie.
Yo, that's how it is. Yeah, son. I don't really have a dog in the fight here. You know, I'm not really rooting for anybody except for like Golden State and the Nets. Basically for my prediction. You know what I'm saying? Like I like Golden State a lot. We're gonna get into them. But when I think about it, like I'm looking at a 7-game series here. Just great basketball that we're gonna see, and I'm gonna appreciate every second of it. But whoever comes out. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, you're gonna win, and you know you're gonna play right after that. You're gonna play Milwaukee. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
The winner of the series is playing Milwaukee. It's not gonna be an easy road, bro.
No, I know. But look, let's just stick to game one.
Yeah.
And that was a fire buzzer beater.
Tatum?
Yeah. Come on, that wasn't fire, man.
Yeah.
Fire pass. Like that was just, and I don't like Celtics. You know what I mean? Like I definitely don't. You know what I mean? Yeah, but he's a pupil, right? He's a pupil. He's a disciple.
Yeah, man.
Right? So he's a student.
Yep. Kyrie, yo, that boy.
Both of them, no?
Yeah. He was baptized with the goat blood.
Yeah.
That boy
dipped his water. Dipped his water.
That boy handled rock crazy, dog. Like out of this world, next level.
Nah, yeah.
The way he got the ball on a string, man. Like it's different for him. It's different for Kyrie, dog.
Nah.
That shit is next level.
Yeah, but that game, man, the Celtics, they have great defense. Even they lost Time Lord and all that. They pretty much. I mean, if you really look at all the Brooklyn games, tell me not, right? Or most of the Brooklyn games, obviously, but most of the games is mad close and they're very high scoring. And it got to a point where it didn't matter what kind of tier of team they were playing. It would have been a nice team, it would have been a whack team, and they would be like, damn, how the fuck did the Charlotte Hornets, even though they started playing nice to a point, but dropped like 134 on them and shit. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, they have no defense, and that's been the thing with them. So, with all of that said, the Nets still kept it at a 1-point game. You know what I mean? And they kind of like, not locked them down, but it's KD. You kind of locked them down to KD standards. You know what I'm trying to say?
Like 9 for 24 or something.
Yeah, but and he's
and that's not normal KD numbers because
he'll come back. Yeah, he'll come back.
And Tatum was the thing. Kyrie was the big factor. There's nobody on the court that could hold Kyrie. He's going to be the one that's going to be able. That's going to have to be the one to carry the team. I could see.
Mm-hmm.
And this was just a straight buzzer beater. It was a lucky. It wasn't lucky, but Kevin Durant definitely lost Tatum on that play when Brown, I guess, drove to the basket. But it's gonna be an exciting series, and we got to toot our own horn, shout out Kush and shit like that because facts. Yep, facts to you, man. We put the question out there in terms of Kyrie getting top 75. I put it on the fucking poll last week. It was a clear consensus. Not one person didn't say that he wasn't a top 75 player. And then LeBron tweets either last night or today that how is Kyrie not a top 75 player? So obviously,
I don't know, man. But like obviously, I'm using just the eye test. Like and a lot of people in the top 75, I probably didn't even see play. You know what I mean? But man, how can you? Like, bro, it's magical. It's magical. Like, he's doing like crazy, bro.
Fact.
In and out, and he can score from everywhere. You know what I mean?
Tatum can't hold him at all. I was listening.
And Kyrie was probably busting the ass in practice when he was over there.
Yeah, I was listening. I think it was like.
I'm hurt.
Either Van Gundy or Jackson was saying it like you gotta exploit that mismatch. Between everything, use that pick and roll to get Tatum on Kyrie, and know that Tatum can't hold him and will probably get in foul trouble with that,
Right. If it goes to Game 7, shout out Nicky Knox, man, on the IG. If it goes to Game 7, who you going with?
I'm going with Boston. What sucks, man, is like I actually like Tatum and I like Marcus Smart too. I fucks with Smart. I think Smart is a real good player.
I'm going Boston too, bro.
But it's no, I'm not going for anybody, but.
No. You know what I'm trying to say when I say
like
for
you think of what?
Yeah.
I think Boston wins Game 7 in Boston. I think it's gonna be a hard thing.
Smart's the difference maker because when he came back,
he ain't stupid.
They've been on a run ever since he came back. But I would say that Kyrie's just different with the scoring. No, he's just different with the scoring.
So Game 7, I'll go Brooklyn, man. No funny.
And you know what I was about to say, Kyrie? Is that he thrives on that. Pressure situation.
And honestly,
I think he was happy when they was talking shit. You know what I'm saying?
If this is a step forward for the Celtics, you know what I mean? Like in history, like I'm all for that. I get it. I could see it. You know what I'm saying? However, I won't bet against championship blood, and they both got it. One in one of the greatest shots in playoff history. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Finals history and shit, right?
Yeah.
And KD, like, he got his rings. You can't take that away from him. Like, he know what it takes. Even though he was over there with Golden State, he still knew the route. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to bet against that in Game 7.
Nah.
Like he'll start slapping his teammates. Like you.
Yeah, I don't know what it'll be, but I'm
just block everybody and throw it to me.
I'm telling you.
Or Kyrie.
I'm telling you.
All right.
It's going 7 games.
If not, you're gonna get slapped.
It's going 7 games. It's gonna be a big.
Oh, you think it's going?
I even think that people like both will take a game on the road.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, don't be surprised if Game 2 right now the Nets win, and then don't be surprised if the Celtics don't come back and take either Game 3 or 4 in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Like that's how I'm seeing it happening. But it's gonna be an exciting series. So and man, I'm just torn. Like I said, some of those players on Boston, like, I fucks with them, but it's like it's Boston. It's like I can't really fuck with you too much.
Can I just get a quick answer for this question?
Sure.
I know just because it was a hot topic all day from what I've been hearing.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about Kyrie basically like saying "F you" back to the fans on some Julius Randle shit. Like straight up sticking the middle finger up to everybody.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't really mind it. You know,
you don't mind it.
I don't think it's I mean, I think players have done worse before. You know, I think everybody's just really so sensitive right now. It's just,
but it is Boston. Like that does say something. I'm not gonna lie to you. You know what I mean?
Nah, but they mad. Everybody, all these fans are made emotional, bro. All the fans are made emotional. So it's like.
But you don't mind what he did.
I don't mind it.
All right.
I don't care. I don't really care.
What? You mind what Kyrie did at all? Just curious.
Flipping the bird in.
Right back at him?
Yeah. He went like this. He went like this and like flipped.
Yeah, he did it actually a couple times. They caught him a couple times, whatever.
I mean, that's what it is, you know.
I think you know what it is. I think he uses it as like a thriving point. You know what I'm saying?
There's certain people built like that.
I think he likes to be the villain. I think he likes
Trey's
to be
like that. Trey seems to be like that. Dave Lillard kind of seems to be like that a little bit. You know what I mean?
I like Trey too a lot because of that.
Yeah, that.
I hope they smack. I hope they smack the Heat. I hate Miami. I hate them. Let's get into some of the other games.
Yeah, man.
Let's get matter of fact, let's get into the Heat Hawks. It was a blowout. We can get into that quickly. It was a blowout. Trey did have his worst shooting performance of his career. It seemed like, which is like definitely an awkward time for it to happen. But you know, Miami is one of the top defensive teams in the league, if not the best.
No, I was just gonna say, like, Miami kind of
it's gonna be hard.
That lockdown.
Yeah, they did what Miami was kind of expected to do. Because if they was to play like at par, they definitely could hands down beat. You know what I mean? In terms of how they play offensively and with their defense, locking down everybody and shit. But that 30-point fourth quarter from Trey type shit, you didn't get that, man. I was seeing highlights. Kyle Lowry was cooking, you know.
Yeah.
Bakery.
Yeah, he was.
You know what I'm saying?
He put him, he picked his pocket a couple of times.
Woo.
In open court, too. So it's
like, Marvelous
was good
in the building.
Hell yeah. Yeah, so the Heat Hawks, that was a blowout, but I'm hoping for, but you know it's going to be hard because Capella's not there. I mean, if Capella was there, it would be definitely a different series for them, but that's definitely going to be a factor. But at the same time, Trae Young can go off and can be a factor all by himself. If he gets hot and starts pulling threes from deep like he's done, you already know. And just real quick, hit us up 347-586-1676. Call us up. I'm about to pin it on the IG 347-586-1676. Fuck with us.
I'll tell you this. I don't think. I mean, it could happen, but I really don't believe like Eric Spoelstra team with Jimmy Butler, like those kind of players on there, like in terms of mentality, would like slack off on them. You know what I mean? Right. Like I think they're like, nah, let's just get him out of here. 4 games. You know what I mean? They know what it is already. You know what I mean?
Out of here, throw him in the bathroom.
You know what I mean? Like, do you think the bubble championship was real?
I mean, it's a ring.
If it's a ring, then you got to give Miami the props for going to the finals. You know what I mean? Just as well as them getting the ring. You know what I'm saying? Like that, they did their thing and they
shot people.
Yeah, and they're kind of showing everybody, and with Tyler Hero, like that dude Duncan Robinson who's doing this thing. You know what I mean? Yeah. 3-and-D, 3-and-D type of player. That's what they say, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So that was big. It's gonna be a good series, maybe. Maybe we'll see what's gonna happen in the next game. You know, because if it's another blowout, I think we already know what's gonna happen. Probably a sweep or a 5-gamer. Bucks and Bulls win yesterday. Giannis.
The Bucks and Bulls.
I mean, the
good old Buckaroos.
Yeah, the
Bulls and Bucks.
Giannis already knows what it takes. You know what I'm saying? He went through it last year. He knows this is the early shit, but it gotta get done.
Giannis
no team can stay in front of him. And it's unfortunate that the Bulls got to run into the Bucks this early, but it's Rap City for them. That's in my opinion. Even with the Rose and everybody else they got, it's Rap City for them.
Giannis got that mentality too, bro. If you want to, not to just quickly go off subject, but like we were just talking about the pupils with Tatum and shit of Kobe. like Giannis got that mentality too.
Beast.
Yeah, like mentally, they kind of know what it takes. Like they said, he didn't get drunk off his championship. It seemed like it really didn't. And it seems like he kept the rest of the team in check because
he got that AI in him.
Yeah, no, he's
No, he really does.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. No, yeah,
and he's pulling threes and shit too comfortably. Like
he's a big ass AI. Like
big ass AI.
Thanks. Yeah, nah, he's just beasting. Young Yanni.
Young Yanni. I like that.
Yo. Giannis Antetokounmpo.
I feel that.
But he's a beast, and like I said, you got come on, defend the chance, baby. You know what I mean? You got to put respect on the name right now.
Word, and then
Gucci can't hold him.
Yeah, then the last one, which the game should be starting in a little while.
Booch
is between the Raptors and Sixers. They had a blessing with Maxey going off for them.
Woo! And that boy can ball.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, they say he was from Kentucky. Because I'm not crazy into basketball, so I didn't know he was going to Kentucky. But damn, man, Kentucky has scorers, right? Like they kind of produce like.
It was like the first one and done before
Duke
joined the before Duke joined the one and done squads.
And you know what? What was a good thing is like Harden, and the reason why I'm saying that he kind of let him play his game is because Harden is very capable and easy of changing the dynamic of the game and the flow. So him letting Maxey flow and get all that, you know what I mean? That was a big plus too. You know what I mean? Because Harden didn't really have a good night. He went to the free throw line a lot of shit. You know what I mean? So he got his points there.
Yeah, I mean, as soon as Harden came on, got to the team, Maxey clicked.
Yep.
You know.
Yep.
So I think that dynamic is helping the team
definitely
out in a big fucking way.
Yeah, he's pushing them, and I could agree with you with that. But I mean, at the end of the day, it's still gonna have to be Harden at some point to be the player that they brought him there to.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And if he can't do that, they lost that trade. Oh, and to get back on the Brooklyn shit, they still have Ben Simmons. You know what I'm saying? If Ben Simmons could give them some quality minutes coming back, especially on the defensive side, and a little bit of the mismatches, to be like a secondary primary ball handler with Kyrie on the court. You know what I'm saying? Someone that could rebound and push and not have to use an outlet pass to get it. You know what I'm trying to say?
I do.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're still trying to figure out how they're going to use him. In the first place.
Bro.
No, I think they got it. I think they're going to use the KD at the 5 and him at the 4.
No, the thing is you have to talk you're talking about a guy that his whole entire life has been the primary ball handler on every team he's ever played for.
Yeah, no, I understand that, but this is the NBA. That's not how it works.
No, you're absolutely right, but you're putting him on the team in the middle of the playoffs.
That's what I'm saying. You could get quality minutes. If he gets you 15 to 18 minutes a game and do something on the defensive end or offensive end where it's going to be like you see him on the court and he got a plus minus a 10. You know what I'm saying? And
I'd
run.
I'd put him as 6-man. I'd put him on. No,
I don't think he's built to get like a 30-minute role like a 6-man would get. Like a 6-man is still going to get like 25 to 30 minutes a game, even though he's 6-man. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? They get man minutes.
Because him and what's his face and Patty Mills
what's his face
as
Dragic.
As a secondary unit, you would actually be a really fire.
I mean, he could go off on the secondary unit.
You know what I'm saying?
That would be a
marvelous Bum Simmons. He won't be on the Nets for too long.
He might not be.
Where?
He might not be.
I'm gonna say this.
Ain't nobody gonna pay him. That's for sure.
Well, look, I'll say this, man. If he even plays, man, I don't think that they would have that much of a problem because, it was kind of the same shit. You're saying his whole career is kind of the same shit that he was doing in Philly. You know what I mean? He was kind of facilitating going around. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's just going to be dropping
Absolutely.
it. If he was dropping it off to Embiid, he could be dropping it off to KD in the same way.
Which you already know, like
In the same-
he'll
he could
dribble
kinda-
and he'll dribble
But-
a fucking lot. You know.
What do you? Let me say this. I mean, let's say this. Betting wise, what do you think is you know what I mean? The plus on that, like the odds on that
For who?
for Ben Simmons coming back. What do you realistically think?
No, I think
Like a plus 5,000.
No, I think he's definitely going to come back during the series.
You do?
Yeah, I think he'll definitely get. I definitely think he'll get some burn by like game 3 or game 4, especially if they're if it's not as the series is not as close as I think it's going to be. Like I said, I feel like the Nets could come back in and win game 2 in Boston right now. You know, they had the game 1. I mean, Tatum hit a buzzer beater. Like, let's not act like that didn't happen. You know, so in my opinion, like that could happen again. You know, and it's all good.
Yeah, Mom said he's not coming back this year. I mean, I don't know, man.
I think he's coming back.
It's a little fishy.
I think he's coming back.
It's giving me John Wall vibes. Little thievery.
I don't know about thievery. I just don't.
No John Wall vibes.
You know, no. I just think that, like, you know, when it comes down to gelling, you know what I mean? Like, you're talking about a facilitator. You're talking about like a ball handler. You know, like he needs to be able to gel with everyone. You know, like you're gonna put him out there in the middle of the playoffs or just the start of the playoffs. You know?
Bro, from the fucking get, I look at the fucking Nets roster. I'm like, what? How can like the Nets players gel?
What up? You on the Jones hour?
What's going on?
Pops was
Mr. Jones.
We going it down.
What up, Pops?
Wagwan.
I'm good.
General.
How's the crew?
It's good.
We good. Man. We good. Appreciate the check-in, man. Are you? I see you on the YouTube right now.
Oh,
Watching it live.
Oh,
I was watching a lot.
That's what's up.
I like. Don't we forget that Ben Simmons was choking on on everything the last time he played? Like.
No, I know. That's why I said a limited role. Like, I mean, I don't think they would have him in a crunch time situation, you know? But, like, second quarter, third quarter, maybe somebody's in foul trouble. You need somebody to eat up some minutes. You know, why not have him in the game?
Yeah, the only way that it makes sense is if he is in that 6-man like spot. Like, that's the only way it makes sense.
I don't know. I would not put him in the game. Seriously. I don't. You know, he is. You know, he was part of that trade. He hasn't done anything but show up to the bench and then at practice. So I don't know where the fuck he is, and I don't know if I'm going to put my whole, you know, championship quest in his hands when there are other players that have been there that I would tell you to get more of a look. Because
Mr. Jones.
I don't see it.
No, I agree with you. Just like because it all goes up to like an extent, right? Because if there is like an understanding of his role, not saying necessarily 6-man ain't, but in terms of him slowly coming off the bench and maybe providing some kind of minutes, maybe to ramp himself up. Because how you gonna come back in the playoffs? Like it's a whole different animal. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I know. Like, you know, you get paid money to be the second place to do this. So it's like I don't feel like why they wouldn't do it. Like, or at least take the chance to try.
And only a certain amount of players in the league, current and in the past, you know what I mean? And there's not a lot that you would give the respect to, not even doubting that they could do something like that. No, really.
No, you're right. You're absolutely right. And
you wouldn't give Ben Simmons that respect? I won't.
Yeah, especially like, and your dad's right. The last time that he was playing was like in the playoffs where he fucking choked. So like, you know, like why would you throw him in now? You know?
No, I know that, but I'm just saying. One, I think the situations are a little bit different with the amount of pressure he had leading up to that moment last year in the playoffs, with all the missed free throws, with all the missed shots, with all the missed opportunities and passing up opportunities in the fourth quarter.
KD will smack
game. But here in the Nets with KD and Kyrie, You know,
Right,
he doesn't
dunk that boy.
necessarily have to worry about that.
Mhm.
You know, he
Mhm.
is really the third option on the team if they're all on the court at the same time.
Mhm.
You know, so being
Yeah,
a third option.
but that's the whole point. I mean, if he's out there and he, you know, if I'm a team, I'm double, triple teaming, I'm doing whatever it is. I'm like, if there's somebody's gonna have to beat me, it's gonna have to be him.
Well, you hope, because I mean, look at what Kyrie does with the basketball. Look what KD could do with the basketball. It's not necessarily that easy to say like we're gonna just sit here and try to double KD and Kyrie, and they're not gonna be able to exploit that way. You know, just quick ball movement. You know,
Yeah, I mean,
quick passes. You know, beats the double team. You know that.
Yeah, I mean,
So,
his
I
whole
mean,
game though is slashing and passing. So he basically takes the ball at the top and then basically like slashes. And
yeah,
then
Kyrie, that's what he does. And waits for somebody to cut
gets
to the
another
basket
defender
like
because he's a
back
freak
door or
of an
something.
athlete.
Yeah.
And then he passes off to somebody, you know, because he's a great fucking passer at least.
Yeah.
You know, that's his whole game.
He didn't play any time during the regular season. Not even garbage time. Not at the end of the game. Nothing. Like,
He also got an
if you
epidural.
were gonna prep him, you're gonna put him in, bring him into the playoffs against Boston. In Boston.
Yeah. Or maybe wait for the next
No way.
game. Wait for the home game. Don't do it in Boston. Do it in Brooklyn.
They lost. You know, they lost that game because they got outcoached that game. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
They got outcoached. I mean, you know, there's something to be said about coaches. You know, the Joe Torreys, the Jacksons, the other. You know, when you've had amazing players on your teams, and like it shouldn't be that hard to coach them, but sometimes it is that hard because sometimes it gets down to the point: are you the coach or are they the coach? Are they the ones that make plays and making decisions, or is it co-signing with whatever their stars say?
Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
And in this case here, first of all, I still don't understand how the fuck he's the coach. But second of all, he hasn't done anything to me to impress me like he knows X's and O's.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Unless if they're Cheerios or some shit like that, or doesn't know the X's, you know, I don't know.
Yeah, he's just gifted with stars, pretty much. You know?
You know?
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't fuck it.
Yeah, well, I mean, Nash is not built to be coaching just yet in those situations. He has no experience at all.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. He has no experience. I'm just not quite there yet.
Mm-hmm.
Like all the way like to that level. I'm not, because it's just, man, like the way the roster's built, it's just the defense. Like I'm saying, like how many games did we see them going against like whack ass teams and good ass teams, and they're all 2-point high scoring games at the end.
Word.
You know what I'm trying to say? Like it can't, like it's just the defense. Like they will score. They're going to do their thing. One of them. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
This is playoffs, and you're going against a team obviously in the series and shit. So you're kind of going to need both of them. So that's why I kind of like worked in their favor yesterday, because like I said, they kind of locked down Durant.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's why I think I'm gonna just say this. I watched the whole game, and Boston had spectacular defensive plays throughout the whole game. You know, quick double teams, picking them up from behind. You know what I'm saying? Things like that. They had crazy blocks. Tatum blocking KD's jumpers. All of these crazy defensive plays, and they still only won by 1 point.
You know what I'm saying?
You know,
they got out-rebounded.
Durant didn't do nothing good offensively like that. Aside from Kyrie, there really wasn't much help. Drummond didn't do nothing. You know, he didn't really get much play. Claxton was mostly in, but you know, he's a liability at the free throw line because he missed two big free throws late in the game.
Yeah.
You know, if need be, you do a hack and shack with him. Like, let's foul him. Let's get him at the free throw line.
Which is crazy too, because like he'll make an open three. You know, like, and just like how.
He can make an open three, but he can't hit a foul shot.
Yeah.
Oh, it's 51%.
If you want to hit a parlay real quick, throw in the over on the Nets Celtics any one of the games, because you know it's going to be a high scoring because they got no defense. Like one side is going to be, you know what I mean? One side is going to be scoring like OD high and make an Al Horford 3. 1+. Yep. hit a 1+, and then whatever else you want that you feel like
in that same game.
Yeah, like Marcus Smart 5+ assists, hit that. Boom. That's a 3-pick parlay right there. Guaranteed. Matter of fact, I'm doing that at the end of the show.
The Celtics defensively are a good team.
Not even really are.
They are. Because I know KD had a bad game, but still. I mean, they locked that boy down. They locked that boy down.
It is the thing, man.
So, Pops, let me ask you real quick, man. Now, I mean, it's early yet. It's only really one game in, more or less, you know.
Did you guys watch the West Coast?
Well, I was going to say, do you have a pick? Do you have a pick for the finals just yet? Because I went Nets Warriors for the finals. I think Anwin Suns Bucks rematch, right?
Yeah.
And you know something? I'm staying with the Bucks. I'm like you gotta knock out your chance to beat your chance. And you know something? They other than Giannis and I don't even include Middleton in there. I know he went to the All-Star game or whatever. I don't include him as an All-Star. They know their positions, they know their roles, they know what they need to do. They are not. It's not issues about egos for them. It's the issue about winning.
Right.
Because if you go by pure stats and numbers, right, and you had to compare all the teams, never seeing them play, just pure numbers, that's not the team that I would be the scared of the most by any stretch. You know, they got Holiday, they got Middleton, they got people that know their roles and they're okay with their roles, and sometimes that's all you need. You need people who know their role and what is expected out of them, and you got a person in there that you know who's gonna take that last shot at the end. So come on now, I know the ball. Kyrie got stuck, and then he sent it back out to KD. Why is the ball not in KD's hand to begin with?
Because Kyrie was on fire. Kyrie was on fire.
Oh yeah. Sometimes you gotta figure that out.
Yeah, and KD was just having a subpar game.
KD was giving it to Kyrie. You could see when Kyrie hit that shot to take the lead and they go into the timeout or whatever, like KD is amped.
No, like because they know that he was kind of having an off game and they was playing crazy defense on him. You know what I mean? Like that. You know, that's why he kind of wants to play with Kyrie. Like, I think that's part of it. You know what I mean? Like, he's very willing to share that burden. You know what I mean? That last shot burden.
Appreciate the love on the IG. Appreciate the love on the live.
But just
so I think it's Milwaukee on the other side, and I still think it's also the Suns. I think it comes down to the rematch.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's crazy, man. Like, you gotta respect them too, OD. Like you do.
Because I think as much as Morant and and even the only thing that I think is upset because they've been through it long enough time is Golden
State. Yeah,
I really do.
I know it's championship blood. I know, man. That's kind of been my anthem too.
And we all know if Curry starts, if he gets hot and he goes on the street.
More fire.
That actually would be really dope if it was
Warriors in the Western Conference Finals.
No, if it was Warriors Bucks at the end of it all.
Yeah,
that would be really awesome.
Yeah,
finals right there.
Yeah, no, that'd be crazy.
I just think it's gonna be crazy. But before I let you go,
let's get it.
Who are the 2 picks that the Giants gonna do for the draft?
I don't know. I haven't even been paying attention to any of the players, but I know that they're probably going to get an offensive lineman and an edge rusher. I think those are the 2 top picks that they're taking. I think I've been seeing that.
I think it's either I hope it's Neil from Alabama. But you know something? I don't think I wouldn't mind the cornerback from Cincinnati. Like we haven't had a touchdown cornerback in a minute.
Yeah, but I don't know if he might be there. I think they were talking about him going to be gone a little bit earlier.
I think he might be there. I really do. Because he is. Check his films out. Check his stuff.
We're not getting no linebacker, no edge rusher.
No, I think I think I think that's the clear consensus. I think that's a safe way. I mean, I understand what you're saying in terms of getting a cornerback, but I mean, at the end of the day, we